About starting a career in the spirits and beverages. I'll preface that before I started working at Dillon's in summer 2023, I knew very little about spirits and beverages. But once I started working there, I saw my own knowledge expanding, and I saw my own palate even developing. Like whether I like gin, whether I like whiskey, and I thought it really just unlocked a whole new world for me, and I thought that was really cool and interesting. Another reason is I really want to work in an industry and for companies that I believe in the product, I believe in the company, and Dillon's and the Mark Anthony product line are things I believe in. It's real products that are handcrafted, well made, that people enjoy. Whether it be a Dillon's rye whiskey people are proud to put on their bar cart to make their own cocktails at home, or just one of those grab and go uh, gin Dillon ones, which people can enjoy after work. Like these are two products that people enjoy. They're crafted well, whether it be the one to make yourself or the ready to go one. I also like providing great service for people, and I can see myself doing that in spirits and alcohol. The thing that excites me about working in a guest facing role is just getting back in that tasting room. It was one of the best jobs I had. I want to say it's definitely one of the most fun I had. When it was just so exciting. Every week was something new was happening, whether it be an event or a new product line that you get to learn about and launch. I've always enjoyed working in customer service roles or customer facing roles, I guess. Ever since I was young, my first job was in an ice cream shop. I worked there all the summers through high school, and then I spent a lot of time as barista making drinks with people, talking to people, and as the years gone by, and I've seen myself become a way more extroverted year after year. I usually or was a very introverted guy, but working in these roles really put me outside my comfort zone. Made me talk to new people. One thing that's cool about the Dillon's tasting room is you get people who are in the region for the wine and alcohol, having fun, or just people there on a Saturday for a tasting from town. I've seen people I know there, that kind of thing. It's an exciting, it's fun. People enjoy spirits and alcohol, and just being part of that good environment is just something I'm excited to get back into. I went to Brock for my undergraduate degree. It was very much a last minute. I was going to go away, but I decided to stay at home, save some money, make the most of it. And it ended up working out because COVID happened, so everyone had to stay at home. So it was a good call in the long run. I took labor studies at Brock. I kind of fell into it. I went in taking poli-sci, and I just really wasn't enjoying it. It's not what I thought I was. And one reason I kind of switched over to labor studies is it really much combined everything. I really like to learn about a bunch of new things, and the program I took, it had a mix of psychology, it had a mix of business, poli-sci, even some media courses. And I've always been a guy who likes to learn about a lot of things, or I just like a lot of things, and it really opened my eyes to everything, just learning why people work, how people work. Yeah, that's kind of why I chose it, and it's something I'm very proud of to this day that I got through. Wrote a lot of papers. It was something fun, and I enjoyed it. So I've had the pleasure of working with a lot of great teams over my career in the past 10 years in customer service and other industries. First, the team at Dillon's was great. I really enjoyed my time there. That summer was a really fun summer. It's very much we worked hard, and then we'd go for drinks after. It was outside, it was inside. Everyone had each other's back. I was really new to the industry, so anytime I had questions, I could ask people, and they would be glad to help. They'd be happy to explain it. It was really exciting. Another great team I worked with was my Starbucks team. I worked there for a lot of years. Became really close with my coworkers there. I've gone to weddings, that kind of thing. And I think a big reason is we always had each other's back. Sometimes things would get so crazy there, machines not working, sick calls. And I think the biggest thing that makes a great team is having each other's back. You gotta be able to work with other people and be willing to help other people. Maybe someone's not the strongest here, so you take that part, or maybe someone is the strongest there, so you let them do that. Just it comes down to teamwork and just believing in each other and believing in your coworkers, and having that is just makes such a difference. I've worked places where people don't like each other, and just no one wants to go into a workplace like that. You want to go into work when the other people are going to be nice. Everyone's going to have each other's back. Using customer service, I've noticed the two most important things are empathy and adaptability. You got to be empathetic with people. You're going to see a lot of good people, a lot of good in people when you're working in customer service. People happy, people oh, and about the day, but you're also going to see not the negativity. Sometimes people get their drink wrong. Like when I worked at Starbucks, it happens like once a day. Someone gets the wrong drink and they're upset. They were in a rush or they have somewhere to be, and you just got to be empathetic in that situation. Like you don't know what that person's going through. They're not angry with you. You got to know that, and just make the moment right. And then that kind of ties into adaptability. You can't go to each customer the same way. For example, like at the Dillon's Taste Room, when you're doing a tasting with some young people, if you're like more energetic, just there like for a good time, and like they heard about the product, you're gonna be more like upbeat. You're gonna be more like talkative about like other things than just the product. While you might have someone who's like a liquor connoisseur, and in that instance, you're gonna talk a lot about the product, a lot about the story. That just kind of ties into the adaptability of every customer is different, so you can't go to each customer with the same mindset. Which I had really great customer service and makes it stand out is actually like once a week. I go to this place called Sultan's for my shawarma, and I like started going there like last year. And the first time I went, it was just phenomenal. Like everyone was super nice. They have like free coffee free for while you're waiting. And then the second time I came in, they already knew my order, and then it just kept going. Like so now every time I go in, it's they're like, oh, chicken fry guy, because I get chicken fries. And the service is so good and the food's phenomenal. And I think a big reason why the service is so good is because they know the food is phenomenal. So like when you believe in the product, it's really easy to like have great service. And yeah, just every time I go, it's memorable. I recommend it to everyone. I love that place. It's like 15 minutes away from me. There's a lot of shawarma spots way closer, but I actively go out of the way because I know I'm gonna get a friendly file. I know I'm gonna get a great food, and it's gonna be like a nice little outing. It kind of makes my day. I go there after a long day of work, and it just just the people is what really brings me back. Hey, I'm Nick. I'm here from the Mark Anthony Group. I'm representing Dillon's. I'm here to talk to you about getting the Dillon's Drygen 7 into your stores. Let me preface with the Dillon's Drygen 7 is an award-winning spirit distilled in the Niagara region using the freshest botanicals such as juniper, rose hops, citrus peel, and a little bit of peppercorn. It is a smooth and classic dry gin, perfect for a classic gin and tonic, or maybe something a little more summery like a gin basil smash. It's very adaptable. The Drygen 7 is made with care and craftsmanship, which is exactly what the modern consumer is looking for these days. Now more than ever, people are looking for premium, locally made products, especially in Canada, and that is exactly what the Drygen 7 is. As well as from a business standpoint, it's a very strong player. As Dillon's is growing in the national market, it's becoming a recognizable brand and spirit for the consumers. I think you would not regret putting the Drygen 7 on your shelves. So one of the reasons I think I'm the best candidate for this Dillon Spirit Development Program is like my previous knowledge. I've worked in the tasting room 2 summers ago. Obviously need a refresher, but I really enjoyed my time there, and I was looking at like what my next career move may be, and I remember hearing about this program, and I thought I might as well apply. And I'm really passionate about customer service and providing great service, and I'm also, like I mentioned before, I'm really passionate about like I've like noticed over the past couple like months, I really want to work somewhere like that I believe in the product, and that like I know the product is well made and like the company is good, and that's exactly what Dillon's is. My previous experience in customer service is a big asset. I've spent the last like year working in recruitment, which I feel like has very much like set me up for having like good sales skills or just good marketing skills even. I just think I'm the right fit because I know the product. I'm really excited about this opportunity, and I'm gonna work hard and prove to you why I'm the right choice. Thank you a lot for watching my video and considering me for this opportunity. I'm very excited. I hope I hear from you guys soon. Thank you.